Hi crafty friends! Welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and today I'm going to show you how to make an easel card, which can be used for all kinds of things. In this case, I'm using it for a little calendar and post-it note set to set on a desk, and it makes a great gift for yourself or for others. They're pretty quick and easy to make, so we're going to get started. All right, so your measurements you need to know are you need a piece of paper 4 1/4 by 11, and then you need a piece of paper 4 1/4 times 5 1/2, and this should be your card stock. So this is the base of your calendar. You want to get your scoreboard. All right, so this is 4 1/4 times 11, and we are going to score it. Of course, I should put my notes at the top. We are going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Move it down a little bit. All right, so 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And that's all you need for that. All right, and then you're going to fold it, and you're going to burnish it with your bone folder, of which I don't have one, so I'm going to use this marker. And that'll work. Okay, so you want to burnish both of your folds. All right, and then the next thing you want to do is take your top piece, the one that's 4 1/4 times 5 1/2, and you're going to look at how it's going to go on. So this is what's going to happen. It's going to fold up like this. So next, now here is a time where I don't really recommend you use snail. I would say Fast Fuse, your Tombow liquid adhesive, or your tear tape, any of those. And I would say be a little bit more generous with your adhesive, okay? Because it's going to hold up more than just a card. If you're just doing a card, go ahead and, do that, because this is a fun way to make a card too. Okay, so then you're going to put this on, line it up the best you can. Okay, and stick that down. All right, so really you're done. That's what you need. You would need something. In this case, we're using half a pack of Post-it notes, or you could use a whole pack. I like a half because it makes it easier if you did want to mail it. Or I usually make an envelope to put these in. I'm not going to do that today, but I make an envelope with my envelope punch board, and then it'll fit in there. So it goes like that. But let's decorate it a little bit. So you get your designer series paper, and it is cut to your standard 5 1/4 times 4. I'm going to put the flower side up on this one, because I'm going to show you that it can look really great if you have some good paper where you don't even really have to decorate it a lot. I'm not going to decorate it at all, and I think that it'll look lovely. So you put that on. Okay, so the designer series paper goes on the top, and it goes on the bottom. And the top is the one that you definitely want to use, be pretty generous with your adhesive. The bottom, it doesn't matter quite so much because not much is happening down there. And you could, of course, do this in several layers, or you could do just one layer like I'm showing here. My Post-it notes, if the top half, I a lot of times just stick them on by the Post-it note. On the bottom, I don't know why. If I'm using it, I like to run a piece of Fast Fuse and stick it on here. Okay, and that's what's going to hold it up. All right, and then next, so the calendars. Last year I got them from Amazon. This year they weren't selling them, so I looked around and I saw on a site, and it's called Tailored Expressions, I assume .com or something, but they're pretty inexpensive. In fact, the shipping costs the same price almost as the calendars, but they're still pretty affordable. And again, as I attach this, I am going to use my Fast Fuse, all over this, because it would be a bummer if my calendar fell off. But they tear off. They have the little months, and they just tear off every month. This little piece of paper that fits these mini calendars from Tailored Expressions is 2 1/2 times 3 1/4. And I'm going to stick that on, and I'm pretty sure they're not cut exactly straight. But it could be me also that cut the paper crooked. Okay, and then the calendar is going to go on the front. So if you wanted to decorate it up, you could add paper. I'll show you a couple examples in just a moment. But when you have a really bold paper, like this paper with the sunflowers, and this is in our holiday catalog, I don't remember what it's called. It's our fall paper. You could see it in there, or I'll write it in the words of the blog post. But there we go. I'm going to stick my calendar on, and I'm done. Look at that. Calendar, Post-it notes, looks pretty, ready to go. All right, let me show you another couple examples. This is one I made last year, and so the calendars were a little different. They were a little lighter weight. They didn't have the cardboard, and they tore off, which sometimes leaves a messy edge, so I'm kind of liking this idea. This is our Up, Up, and Away, or Lift Me Up balloon stamp set, and this was the Celebration DSP from last year. And so again, I kept it simple, but cute and nice for a gift. I made a whole bunch of these blue ones because I thought that was really pretty. And that looks cute. And then the one I started off with, because, you know, life happens, coffee helps. I think that's super cute. I'll be making a bunch of these. So there you go. Lots of ideas of how to make your easel card with a calendar. Thanks for stopping by. Stay crafty.